Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Lunchtime Live here at the Wild Center. My name is Nick, and today for this animal check-in, we are taking a look at our blue jay, Lady J, who lives here at the Wild Center, to find out a little bit about are blue jays actually blue? So I'm going to flip my camera back around to Lady J here, because she is the star of the show. There we go. All right, so Lady J is our resident blue jay here at the Wild Center. She is a very beautiful bird. Blue jays are one of my favorite species of birds. They are incredibly intelligent. They are in the same family as crows and ravens. They are in the corvid family. And those corvids are actually considered the smartest of all birds. Now, oh, she's fluffing up. You can see as she turns sideways, she does have some beautiful blue coloration on her. Her chest is kind of gray, and then she has that black ring that goes around her neck and then around her beak. Now that black is actually pretty dependent on the individual, and that's one of the ways that blue jays can actually tell each other apart is by the black, that it varies that much between them. But generally, most blue jays will have that kind of bluish color on their back and wings, and then the grayish chest and face. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and I have a blue jay feather that Lady J here molted. So this is a feather that she shed. So birds do shed their feathers a couple times a year and will grow new ones. And you can see that it does look very blue on one side and kind of grayish brown on the other. But what's really cool, and it's a kind of a fun science experiment, is if you take a blue jay feather and then you bring it up to the light, you'll see that that blue kind of disappears. I'll bring it back down and it kind of reappears. So blue jays aren't actually blue. They look blue to our eyes, and that is because of the structures of the feathers themselves. The way that light refracts off of them actually makes it appear blue to us, but they're really brown. They have melanin in them, which makes them brown and kind of grayish. But just the way that the light bounces off of them gives them that really beautiful blue appearance that they are so well known for, which is really cool, I think. So blue jays, like Lady J here, are one of the most common backyard birds that people will see here in New York. But even though they are super common and they've been pretty well studied by scientists, we actually know very little about blue jays. So blue jays, migration is a bit of a mystery to us. Sometimes adults will migrate from their areas to the point where people will see hundreds of them flying over the Great Lakes and other areas in the Northeast. But then some years none will migrate, and we have no idea why. It does seem to be that younger birds will actually migrate more often than older birds, but it seems somewhat at random of when they choose to and not. So there's a lot that we still don't know about a bird that some folks see every day in their travels, which is a good example of why it's so important to get out and study animals and learn about the birds that we have here, because we still have a lot to learn. Now Lady J here, she is about 11 years old, and she is here at the Wild Center, kind of a story of good intentions gone wrong. So someone actually found her in their yard when she was a very young bird, and they thought they were doing the right thing by bringing her in and trying to raise her. But they didn't quite do it right. So Lady J actually became what is called imprinted on humans. So she associates more with humans than she does with birds. But also she wasn't fed the proper diet. So she was given lots of seeds, which makes sense, birds do eat seeds. But young birds eat a lot of insects to get the protein and calcium they need for bone growth. So we think that Lady J here actually has fairly weak bones now. But overall she's doing very well. You can see that she's pretty content hanging out here with me. She's pretty used to having people around. We have her in our hallway here where our animal care staff works, so they're always around to give her attention. And hopefully she will live much, much longer. So the oldest wild blue jay on record was actually 22, which for a songbird of her size is a pretty long life. Now that is the extreme, but their range is still pretty long-lived for songbirds. Now she's being pretty quiet right now, but blue jays are known for being very vocal, and they make a whole variety of noises. I've actually heard them mimic birds of prey as well. And that is just to scare birds off feeders, or maybe to even alert other blue jays that there might be a bird of prey around. So their vocalizations are amazing. They also are incredibly intelligent. They have been seen solving puzzles. Under human care, they've actually been seen using tools, such as strips of paper, to try to drag food closer to them. So they are definitely worthy of respect. They are amazing, amazing birds. So hopefully you learned a little bit about blue jays and the fact that they're not actually blue, but they look blue to humans. If you do have any questions about blue jays or corvids in general throughout the day, feel free to drop them into the comments and I'll keep checking on that and answer them the best I can. But thank you for tuning into the Wild Center here. It means a lot for you to be watching these lunchtime lives that we do every day and to support us here. So hopefully you can get outside and find some birds of your own and enjoy the summer weather. And I hope you all have a great day.